Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Thursday's Market SITREP here at Top Gun Options. I'm Wiz, Matthew Buckley, the Chief Options Instructor. And man, I was wrong. I said, this whole Trump thing blowing up the other day, we were trading volatility in our live trade brief. Matter of fact, I just sent out an alert to close. I couldn't get filled yesterday at 5 cents. I got filled a couple minutes ago at 3 cents. So the weekly options, VXX bull put spread, the 28, 27.5 that expires tomorrow. We got filled at 17 cents. You could close that at 3. What's that? That's 3. 17 minus 3 is 14. What's 14 times 150 contracts? That's potentially a 2,100 profit since Monday afternoon. Sent that trade out sitting in the Philadelphia airport, flying home from dropping my son off at college. And that's what essentially an 82, 85% profit on the credit that was took in. Max profit on this trade is about $2,600. So really nice trade there on volatility. Again, our volatility trades in the past 2-3 weeks are nearing about $20,000 in profit, just trading the ebb and flow of volatility. Something, was it 2-3 weeks ago when the VIX smashed through 11, we got down to 10.5, 1060, whatever it was. I said, folks, this is nuts. We got long some VIX calls. We did a bullish double vertical and printed money. As volatility is cheap, you buy it. What happened up here when it was expensive? We sold it. Bear call spread, bearish double vertical, and printed money on the way down. And then we just did a weekly options trade. So folks, we're having a blast here. I haven't had this much fun trading in a while. So real quick, before I get into my strategic brief, all you need to do to take a 2-week test flight, folks, go to topgunoptions.com/advanced. For the price of, I went out to a friend's birthday party last night here in Fort Lauderdale at what's called Maestro's. That was a glass of wine, $38. For $38, you can get a test flight into all of the live trading services we do here for 2 weeks. So head to go.topgunoptions.com/advanced and take a look at our weekly options program. Take a look at what I'm going to be doing here in about an hour in our Analyze Your Trade and Debrief session. We're going to take a look at this time last week. What did we do? VXX double vertical FXI. We got to talk about China. Well, we're going to talk about China in a second here because it's starting to roll back over. But let's get strategic. With friends like this in NATO, who needs enemies? Folks, Turkey is a NATO country. Thank God 2 weeks ago, Donald Trump did his, drunk Thursday morning text, or not drunk, the guy doesn't drink or do drugs, Trump text that imploded the markets on that Friday. And we collected a 5,200 profit in a matter of a couple tweets on Trump going after Turkey and a U.S. cleric that is being held there. So Turkey's preparing for what? To get their first batch of Russian S-400 air defense missiles. Allegedly the most lethal and air defense system in the world. Hint, the Iranians have this. And let's just say I know for a fact the Israelis have been flying their joint strike fighters literally over Iran and their missile sites for months, and they haven't been seen yet. I'll leave it at that. But seriously, folks, this is a NATO member. It's bad enough Germany is sucking off Russia, for oil. 70% of their energy they're going to get from our enemy. This dude's now buying weapons from our enemy. Boot Turkey out of NATO. Put Ukraine in there now, along with the rest of the Baltic states. So this is really interesting. In the Daily Reckoning today, James Rickard said a shooting war with China is more likely than you think. Trade wars, folks, can lead to shooting wars. And I'm going to tell you what's, the president before the world ended 2 days ago said, hey, the meeting's on Friday. I have my coffee boy going. The undersecretary of coffee getting is going to this meeting with his Chinese counterpart. And he said, I really don't expect anything out of it. What's going on domestically, politically, is not good for our position. Up until Manafort and Cohen, what a disgusting, sleazy New York attorney, typical New York attorney. I take a bullet for this guy, and now I'm going to put a bullet in this guy. And he records his clients. So it's allegedly what the president's done. First of all, what the president allegedly did is not illegal. You can do whatever the hell you want with your own money. As a matter of fact, the only thing illegal in all of that sordid affair is the extortion by two women who said, you pay us this money or we're going public with it. That is a crime. The paying of them is not a crime. So if you don't understand that, close this video right now, because what the rest of the stuff I'm going to tell you, you're not going to understand either. But this is ugly. Here's why I'm not too happy, because I'm pretty sure the Chinese think, you know what, we got Trump against the ropes. Politically, domestically, if this dude doesn't get a deal with us and the market implodes, not only is that going to be blamed on him, they're going to impeach his ass. So I think the Chinese believe that they've gone from a position of weakness to one of strength. But it's funny, I was last night at this birthday party explaining this. This is doing like chess in 7 dimensions here. Everybody's 9 steps ahead of each other. I think Trump believes he knows that, and you know Trump ain't one to blink. So I think the bar is so low with these negotiations on Friday that if we don't hit it, we're going to see the market implode. If they come out and say, hey, we agreed that that water is wet, I mean something positive, I think we see a relief rally. But this isn't a good headline, folks. Trade war escalates as U.S. China slap each other with what? 16 billion more. I really think the Chinese are looking at our political situation here going, that dude's a lame duck president. They're going to impeach his ass. Let's just, even though we're probably out of airspeed in this whole thing, I think we need to stick to our guns. That's not good, folks, especially as our market is at what? Record highs. We all saw the yay, ring the bell. We haven't closed above a record high, but we had a record high print. And again, we're starting to roll over here. So as I like to tell my traders here, kind of these M&M or Golden Arches rallies. Hit the 50-day. Oop, no, head fake. Almost hit the 50-day. You think we're going to go up here? We could, right? Trade war resolved. Iranian loves us again. Mario Draghi. There is good, but you have to be hedged, okay? And that's what we're going to talk about 1 o'clock today. Is I'd love, as an American, for that arrow to happen, but as I predicted back here, and we nailed with 20K in volatility trades, I changed my strategic mindset right here to what? Volatile. I think we're going to go into another volatile period here. We're still trying to figure out. It's really interesting yesterday, folks, or the past couple days, I have not heard one word, which is shocking to me, out of Nancy Pelosi or Chuck Schumer. You know why? Because they don't want to overplay their hands. I'm pretty sure they think the dude is not going to be impeached. It's physically impossible. It's physically possible, but it's physically impossible with the votes needed. And I thought Democrats, after the last independent counsel started with a Whitewater investigation and ended up with a blue dress, perjury, and adultery, they screamed to the high heavens that never again would we let a special prosecutor run amok. And here we are. Your Russia collusion consists of a dude convicted of tax evasion from 2002, when Donald Trump, you didn't even know Donald Trump, to a scuzzy New York attorney who records his clients. There's your Russia collusion, folks. Anyway. So we're kind of wallowing, but as I predict, I was wrong this week, folks. I was doing some coaching sessions as this all broke the other day, and I said, guys, the market's not going to care. I said, by Friday, you won't even remember this happened. It was yesterday. I was off by 2 days. The market didn't care about any of this. The Target CEO came out yesterday and said, this is the best environment I've ever seen in my career. And the market just kind of whistled past the graveyard. I did, however, predict that what? It might take a day and a half for some of this stuff to sink in. A year ago, when the president said, I'm going to rain fire and fury on North Korea, the market kind of pulled back a little bit. And then it was like, wait, did he really say that the other day? And the day and a half later, it imploded. So I think the Dow's almost down triple digits now, but Gordon Gekko does not give a shit about what's going on in Washington between the Democrats, Republicans. Matter of fact, as a volatility trader, I love this volatility. Right? As an options trader, we love uncertainty. We love the stupidity going on. As an American, over a beer, I can tell you I'm not happy about it. It's ridiculous. It is a witch hunt. just people's absolute hate of a single individual wants to fly this country into a ground. It's un-American. I could not stand Barack Obama, but I never felt like that with that dude. Never posted so much vitriol and hatred towards that. Well, and if you did, you would have been called a racist and probably charged with a hate crime. But he gave an interview today that more or less said, if I get impeached, the market's going to crash and everybody's going to be poor. You might not like the guy, or you might love the guy, or hate the messenger. He's got the right message. Donald Trump does not want to own that, okay? Because he will own that. If we get a deal with China and we patch things up, you will see a rip-your-face-off rally that makes 2017 look like a bear market. But this is very possible here, man. We have Kavanaugh, some of these Democratic senators acting like petulant children, 10-year-olds. So I'm not even going to meet with this guy. I think we should hold off on this nomination because the president's an unindicted co-conspirator. Can you show me where that is? This Cohen thing, that dude's got legal problems. The president has zero. I did this at the direction of a guy running for federal office. That dude says he didn't do it. And you're a lying attorney who admits to lying and doing disgusting things, and you're copping a plea deal to do less jail time. I'm pretty sure you're going to sing and say whatever the prosecutor tells you you're going to do. In Man Bites Dog news, Google's going to now filter out negative news and tell you something good, like Hillary Clinton's great or go vote Democrat. These fangs, guys, I've had it. I've had it for a long time with these guys. We dumped all of them, got into Amazon, and never looked back. But I keep my Amazon or my Facebook, Twitter, Apple, Google, out for this stuff just to laugh at them. So you want to alienate or ban or turn off the accounts of 50% of your customers? What kind of business model is that? You get rid of some conservative guy's Facebook page, he ain't clicking on banner ads and the people he's posting to. It's horrible business. And you want to talk about collusion in an election or interference in an election? It's this. Right before the midterm elections, all these limousine liberal companies are shutting down conservative voices. That is interference in election. It's disgusting. Anyway, other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play? Great week so far. I'm having a blast. Good to be back from dropping my son off. A little misty-eyed, but I'm feeling good. We had a great week so far. We had a good session yesterday in our joint weekly options primary live trade brief, and we're going to have a great session today in Analyze Your Trade. We're going to talk about China. Got to take a look at some energy trades here, ExxonMobil and stuff like that. And probably take a look at some Amazon too. But really, really happy with what's going on. Like I said, if you want to take a 2-week test flight for a price of a drink I bought last night, head to go.topgunoptions.com/advanced. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. God bless. And I'll see you tomorrow for Friday's market wrap-up. We'll see you.